we find physical injuries or destruction or whatever.
Hello everyone. Sorry, I was having to copy some links and some stuff. Welcome back. Today we're gonna be, I don't want to talk too much because it's getting late and I don't want to be flying, arriving at night. So, but today we're gonna be starting a new tour. It's gonna be called Final Fantasy Tour. We can talk about the tour later on, but this is gonna be the first leg, and it's out of Calgary here, en route to Seattle. Seattle is gonna be our first stop. But and we're gonna be flying the Falcon, the Dassault Falcon 50, just because we're gonna have quite a bit, quite a bit of traveling to be done, and some of these distances are gonna be pretty long during this tour. We're gonna be crossing to Europe, so it's something that we can look forward to. But anyways, here we are at the Millionaire hangar here in Calgary, at Calgary International, or Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet Falcon 50. I've already done the load and filled up the tanks and the feeders, but that's all I've done. ATC is online, not for Calgary, but we have ATC for. Let me check here real quick. We got ATC for, yes, Vancouver Center is still online. So is Seattle Center, and Seattle Approach is online. So, but they have been online for quite a while. Hopefully, they will wait for us. There's still lots of traffic here in Western Canada and the U.S. So hopefully they will stay online for a little bit longer. But I don't know. I'm sorry, it took me a little bit longer than I was expecting. But let's get this going here. Just real quick parking break. Let's just start with our. Actually, first let me see if the stream is okay. Yeah, the stream is okay. The overlay is working, even though the phase is saying taxi out, and we are not on. It's not taxi out right now. It should be saying that we are prepping. Let me just fix just one more thing here, just real quick. Just give me 1 sec. Oh yeah, I'll have to fix this later on. Anyways, it's not important. It has nothing to do with the stream or anything. So yeah, let's get going here real quick with our checks, and then we'll talk about the departure and everything as usual. I might hide the map for now, since we're gonna be sitting here for a little bit. But yeah, let's try to do this as quick as possible. I know I haven't done a Falcon flight in quite a while. We can talk about the Falcon in one of the other flights. This flight's going to be real quick. It should take us roughly an hour and 10, an hour and 15 to get to Seattle. But like I said, we are going to have plenty of flights in this tour, and some are going to be pretty long. So we're going to have lots of opportunities to talk about the systems and talk about everything else that I promised since I started flying the Falcon. I promised that I was going to talk about the systems, and I know I've never ended up not doing it. But yeah, we're going to be flying the Falcon now with more frequency now. So yeah, we can talk about it some other in some other opportunity here. Anyways, let's do our cockpit flow just real quick here. Just the basic. Just want to make sure that everything is clean here and everything looks good, especially gear handle down. Make sure we have all the power locked, the levers locked. I just real quick, I know we're not supposed to do this now, but I want to check the wheel. And yeah, everything is looking okay. Reset the fuel counter already. I know it's showing 2, but that's okay. It's just some limitations on a simulator. So yeah, everything is good. Everything's off. We are cold and dark here. So we should be good. Let me just see. I adjusted the size of the GTN here. Yeah, it should be good. We'll figure out later on. Anyways, so everything looks good. Audio panels, it should be good right now. Yeah, VHF1, that's what we want. Oxygen, we're only gonna do the checks that are simulated on the here. Like we're not gonna. I know I always say that we're not gonna worry about oxygen and oxygen and systems and none of that. It's not even simulated, so it doesn't really matter for us. But what's important for us here is the fire handles here. Everything looks good. Extinguishers, everything looks proper. Gear pull is down. Radar is off. Everything is off. Cabin pressure here, it's guarded. Oh, sorry. It's on auto and guarded, so it looks good. We can set the cabin pressure that we're gonna need for our flights to 992, and our flight altitude should be 380 for this flight. So yeah, we won't be going too high, 38,000 feet. Power levers cut off, air brakes and everything retracted. It's clean. Radio master off, everything is off. Anti-ice and bleed panel, everything looks good. Anti-ice, everything is off, so good. Fuel panel set. We're gonna set the fuel we already set. Start selectors, we want ground start. Engine computers, we can turn the engine computers 1, 2, and 3 on. DC power selector will be normal. Electrical panel is all set. pitot switch should be off for pilot and co-pilot. Windshield heat and all anti-ice and de-ice, everything is off. And circuit breakers, we can just take a look. It's not simulated. Looks good. Okay, let's turn the batteries on. Battery 1 and 2 on. We check voltage. So yeah, you can see we are draining the battery, so everything looks how it's supposed to. Main bus tie should be tied right now, and we should double check, make sure the bus is tied on the initiator panel there. C and D bus, we are tying those two. External lights as required, so we can have, for now, I don't know. It should be okay. We are the only ones here anyways. Fire warning. Test. Yep, looking good. We can test an initiator right now, right away, too. And our gear and slats and flaps display there. Yeah, everything is looking good. Okay, we're good to start the APU. We're not going to be using external. We're not going to be using GPU. We're going to be starting the APU right away. So for the APU starts, the main bus tie. Oh, sorry, main bus tie is tied, just double checking. Number 2 booster pump goes online. APU master goes to on. There you go. APU generator on. And we start the APU and we make sure that we have RPM and EGT rises as soon as we start. And of course we have a load on the generator. So let's just wait to make sure that everything goes well. If something goes wrong, we stop right away. Okay, all stabilized. Everything looks good. We can check voltage and load right now. We should be on the negative side here. That means that we are charging the batteries. So battery 1 looks good. Battery 2 looks good too. So the APU is online and the generator is online. So everything's working how it's supposed to. Okay, we can go inverters on. We can check the inverters too for the 2 buses. So bus 1 looks good. Bus 2 looks good too. Cabin cockpit and lighting, we're gonna leave it like this for now. We can turn the avionics. I know avionics is not something that you want to turn it on right away, but because of the limitation here, we need the GTN online right now. So if we don't turn the avionics on, we don't get the GPS. Let me just double check that we still, yeah. That always happens here. Okay, just reset. Done. Okay, so test on the RMI. Yeah, looks good. 150, 150. That's what we want to see. So everything's looking good here. Hopefully the flight plan will work nice. I'm gonna try to import. So yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. We can deal with the GPS later on. Seatbelts and no smoke, we can turn seatbelts on right away and no smoke right away. Emergency lights, we go on first and then armed. Let's double check fuel quantity here. We should have our block is 6, so you should have 6 here. 6. And so just remember, up is wing tanks and down is feeders. Yeah, this looks about right. It's 600, 600, 12, 1.7, and another 1.4, 1.4, and another 600. Yeah, that sounds about right. Of course, we have the GTN, so it's pretty easy to just check fuel planning here and double check fuel on board, but it's always good to check the gauges. It's right, it's more precise. Okay, hydraulic quantity looks good. Standby pumps, we go to on and auto. Stall 2 auto slats test. Yeah, we're testing good. The slats move. Brakes, everything is looking good. Trim, we can set all 5. Yeah, trim's already off here. So let's set trim for takeoff here. And the other 4 trims are good. They should be centered. Yeah, everything's looking good. Battery temperature test. Let's just test the temperature there. Yeah, it's looking good. Standby pump can go to off. VMO and cab warnings. Yeah, we have the cabin warning there. Radio and radio altimeter. What we can do just real quick here, since there's no ATC in Calgary, we won't be able to listen to the ATIS. I'm just gonna get the weather here. So altimeter is 3015 right now here in Calgary. Pretty high pressure, which is good. That's why the skies are pretty nice. Okay, we can set up the radio. So radio for now, let me do just this real quick. So radios for now, we're gonna go on UNICOM 22.8. And Vancouver is 133.7. We're gonna leave on standby, and then Seattle will be 134.65, but we'll deal with Seattle later on. Let's well, might as well. Let's get this flight plan going here real quick. I don't know why, but I prefer to actually do the flight plan here. Okay, so menu. Let's try to import and see if it's gonna work. It should. Oh, beautiful. Okay, activate. We just need to put our departure. There we go, Calgary, and our destination. SeaTac. And I might as well store this flight plan. Beautiful. There you go. Okay. For departure, we're just gonna, I don't know, just gonna do a standard IFR departure. The seeds here in Calgary are all vector. There's no ATC. There's no point of flying any seed if there's no ATC. So I'm not even gonna bother. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna climb runway heading. Once we are above circuit altitude, we proceed on course, which is a standard IFR procedure for when we're departing an uncontrolled airport. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that Calgary is not online. For the arrival, what we're planning is, oh, I actually forgot to write down my notes here. It's Glasser 1 arrival for the ILS 34 left. 34 left will be an easier, the easiest one for us. Remember from the flight plan, we should be going direct Glasser waypoint. So there's no, yeah. So there's no transition on this seed. We're gonna be talking about the seed later on. I just wanna get it going here. Yeah. Okay, so it will be Glasser 1. And just 1 second here. Sorry, when there's so much stuff on the screen when I have to stream, it's hard to find what I'm looking for. Okay, we can put we can add Cranebrook, I guess. Or even Lost. Yeah, we can put Lost. And we're gonna be runway 34. Yes. So we can load the arrival right now. If ATC changes our arrival, it's not that hard to do it. Just to have something here. And our approach should be ILS 34 left, like I said. And transition, we're gonna be using whatever is easier for us. Sonder. I'm just gonna write it down here. Okay, so we can load the approach right away. Of course, GPS is gonna tell us since it's a precision approach. The GPS is only for guidance. Anyways, that's that. Let's set our bugs here. Our V1 should be 91. So let's set V1 to 91 right away. There we go. VR is 103. So let's set VR on that full side there. Beautiful. Our initial altitude, we're just gonna climb straight to 380. Like I said, since we're not gonna be We're not going to be flying any seeds. Let's just climb straight to 380. Okay. Let's set up. We want heading, vertical speed, and outcell online. And we're going to be climbing at an initial climb. Let's go 3000, should be good. We'll try. There's no ATC. We can blow the 250 knots. Doesn't really matter. I don't think there's any traffic here. We're gonna keep an eye. If there's traffic, then we'll obey a little bit more. We're gonna follow a little bit more. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be departing runway 317 here in Calgary. Heading is 165. So let's set runway heading right away. Oh, there you go, 165. 165. We're set. So everything here looks good. VOR, VOR. That's what we want.
Minimum.
We can test right away. I know we're gonna have it on our checklist.
Sync rate, terrain, glide slope, localizer, sync rate.
There you go. Everything looks good. We have our standby set. Everything's looking good. Okay, we don't need clearance right now. We're just gonna do whatever we want. So we're good. RMI, everything else is set the way we need. Altimeter set. The SEL is set, 38. The bugs are set. Just double checking pressurization here. Everything is looking good. That's what we want to see. Let's start the engines. Parking brake, we reset. There's always I always have problems with this parking brake. So I'm gonna hold the brakes on the pedal. But yeah, anti-collision to red. Let's we can turn the nav lights on too. There you go. We should have number 2 parking brake steady on. Yeah. So the parking brake interior is working. Cabin now warning light is off, so the lights the door is closed. Fuel booster pump is on, and the light is off. What I'm gonna do here real quick, just give me 1 second, is take the chocks. Yeah, we should be good now. So anti-collision is on red. And we're good to go. We start engine 2, 3, and then 1. What we want is an into 12% or higher. We are gonna unlock the lever, and we should be getting the ignition light coming, extinguishing at roughly into 50%. So those are the 2 things that we want to keep an eye on. Okay, so let's press roughly 3, 4, 5 seconds. And this should be good for us. Let me just see here. Just want to make sure. Okay, everything ground start. Yeah, ground start, batteries. Yeah, we're good. We can add bleed air. It doesn't really matter. Not for this. Okay. Computer is on. Let me see, I restarted. Let me just make sure that this is good here, because I kept this on for... Oh, actually it's good, and good opportunity to show it. So we are only carrying one passenger for now, which is just me. Unfortunately, well, it doesn't really matter because in real life we're not precise anyways. But we are carrying 150 pounds of cargo slash luggage. There's no cargo compartment, so we're just gonna throw everything there. And these are the numbers that we have right now. We have a gross weight of 26,610 pounds. Total fuel 6.088. We want a block of 6, so we're just carrying 88 pounds more. There's a center tanks and a center tank and a right and left wing tank, and the feeders. Left feeder, right feeder, and the center. Remember that we want at least 600 pounds at all times on each feeder. If it goes below 600, it means that we have some kind of issue, and we might need to use an auxiliary pump or something to pump the fuel from the wings to the feeder. So yeah, so that's that. Let me close this. I'm gonna turn the bleed air. And everything else should be good. I wonder if we should reset this. Yeah, might as well reset. Yeah, we're idle. Just want to make sure. And transfer fuel pump is on. Everything is on. And computer on. Yeah. And we don't have that's interesting. I wonder if it's because I've been seeing outside here for so long. Hi Stephanie, sorry. I get so concentrated here that I until we get going here I usually don't check. Thank you so much for thank you so much for showing up. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. We're spooling into is almost 20. Sorry, I was set up paying attention on the start there. I was moving papers here on my desk. Okay, anyways, we are idle. Everything is looking good. Should have paid a little bit more attention. This is a critical moment when we're spooling the engine. So everything's looking good. We can start engine number 3. There we go. We have an increase on N1. N2 already increasing to past 12%. There you go. Everything's looking good. Oil pressure is good and temperature is gonna rise. Okay, we're good with that too. Number 1. There you go. And 2, above 12%. And I have, of course, all the lights extinguished here. There you go, looking good, and ignition should be off on all 3. Yeah, looking good. Temperature on for engine number 3 is already rising, so everything is looking good. Yeah, that's a good. That was a good start. Let's set transponder 2000 for now. Okay, so avionics master on. Engine instruments, everything is looking good. Hydraulic pressure, everything is looking good there too. Oh, see, the parking brake sometimes doesn't work. I have to always keep an eye here. It's because of sensitivity on the pedals. They end up sometimes disengaging the parking brake. So it's always good to keep an eye. Yeah, we're not moving. So there you go. We're good. So hydraulic warning lights, everything is looking good there. DC power selector should be normal. APU, we can turn it off now. So you're gonna press stop. Wait until RPM is reaches 0. Okay, so now we can turn the master off, and we're good. Warnings here, everything's looking good. We just have left and right pitot. Heat, which is okay, we don't want this now. Main bus tie is normal, yeah, just double checking. Bus voltage, we can check the bus, should be good. We can check the inverters and we can check the batteries. Yeah, and the generators. Okay. Emergency battery power good. And the standby power is good too. Engine computers on, just double checking. Now we want windshield heat normal for pilot and co-pilot. Anti-ice, we're gonna keep it off for now. And the bleed air panel is good. Standby horizon is uncaged. Radar standby. Standby pump on. Stall 1 test. And Mach trim is set and the light is out. Autopilot functions that we were gonna need right away are all set. Yaw damper is off. INS and IRS, we are on nav mode. So yeah, might as well bring this now. And the other thing is bring the map right away, since we will be leaving soon. Yeah, we are on VLOC. We are on nav mode. And the door open for takeoff. Okay, we're good to go. Just as a backup safety measure here, let's set up the ILS if we need, if we have an engine failure or something and we need to come back. 109.53. Oh, 109.3. There you go. India Echo Mike 165 is the course. We can set to, we don't actually need, but we can set 254. This is gonna be easier. There you go. On the NDB, there you go. We can even set ADF on nav2 or nav2. And we can have Calgary VOR too, 1067. Actually, this will be easier to just set up through here. There you go, 167, or the VOR. Okay. So ready to taxi, taxi lights on. Parking brake released. We're holding here on the pedals now. Just want to make sure, just cycle everything here real quick and make sure that everything is working, especially the air brakes and the flaps. There you go. Slats. Flaps 20. And 48. Okay. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. Okay. Just gonna set here departure, or else he won't use 17 right, which might create us a little bit of an issue here. So we can use Banff 2 or Calgary 7. It doesn't really matter. Let's set Banff 2. So it's just runway heading. It's just that we have so we have a departure runway here, 17 right, showing up. That's all I want. It's just vectors. There's nothing really. Okay, back home and map. So at least now we have the line actually coming out of running 17 right. Anyways, I said we were gonna talk about the plates and everything, and I ended up forgetting. So just real quick here. There you go. Let me just bring Banff 2 departure. There you go. So we're sitting here at the Millionaire hangars, and we're just going to be taxiing straight out here, holding point at 17 right on Alpha, and we're going to departure from 17 right. So pretty straightforward. And Banff 2 departure, if it doesn't really matter, it's just 165 heading until you get vector by ATC. It is really, there's not much to it. And initial climbs should be 6,500, but since there's no ATC, we're just gonna keep climbing. What we can do is we only turn after we reach 6,500. We could do something like that. Anyways, we're good. Let's get going. And Calgary traffic, good afternoon. The Falcon 50 Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. Right now we are at the apron number 9 by the Millionaire hangar here. We're going to be taxiing to holding point Alpha, runway 17 right. And we're going to be flying runway heading, standard IFR departure, unrestricted climb to flight level 380. En route to Seattle. Any traffic inbound Calgary, please advise. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Calgary. Okay. So let's exit here. And real quick, do our checks, because this won't take long at all. So trim set for takeoff. Slats and flaps for takeoff, so you want 20. Cockpit windows, everything's closed. Flight instruments, everything's looking good. 38. Just double checking here. We want to outsell and heading. APU should be everything should be good there. And we're gonna do our FATs, flaps, air brakes, trim and speeds. Everything is looking good. Start selector air start in case of an engine failure. Pitot switch both on. Engine anti-ice as required, we don't need. Exterior lights, we're almost there. There's some traffic there at the terminal, but I guess it's not ready yet to go. And Calgary traffic, Falcon 50 Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, lining up 17 right. We're going to be departing standard IFR unrestricted climb, flight level 380 en route to Seattle. Any traffic, please advise. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Calgary.
17 right.
Okay, strobes on. Landing lights on. Radar we don't actually need. Transponder is mode C. And runway 17 right, 17 right and 17 right, all confirmed. Have the marking, we have the GTN. Okay, so V191, VR 103. Or N1 would be 98.9.
On runway 17 right.
Okay, let's get going. Just set the timer. Even though we have another timer there, it's always good to have a timer here. Okay, 98.9. Okay, airspeed is alive. V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Okay, gears up. So let's climb to 6.5. And let's start cleaning. Okay, we can bring autopilot 2 on now. Getting close to 6.5. No rush to climb. Let's bring it down to 2.5. That should be good. Okay, standby pump off. Taxi lights off. We're almost at 10,000. Might as well turn landing lights off. Seat belts and no smoke. No smoking can stay on, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're airborne. So like I said, we're gonna do a climb to 6.5 and then proceed direct. So let's just go direct. So it's gonna be direct Dumra. It's our first waypoint. Yeah. So let's just activate direct Dumra and turn from VLOC to GPS and set our nav here. So the plane will start. Just disengage here because this is going crazy here. Just went crazy here. There you go.
Autopilot.
Okay, very good now. So like I said, we're almost at 10, so we can actually go above 250. It doesn't really matter. Or we can maintain 250 until we reach. Okay, there we go. We're past 10,000, so it doesn't matter anymore. Our climb will be 260 indicated, Mach 0.72, and fuel burn should be 735 pounds. So that should be roughly our climb. We'll just have to wait now for our set our altimeter setting to standard once passing 18,000, or just before 18,000. And as I feared, it got so late that ATC, I think they just disconnected. So unfortunately, this first leg, we won't be getting any ATC. There's lots of traffic, but there's no ATC. That's my fault. I just took too long to start the flights, or the flight. Okay. Just want to double check a number here on our climb. Yeah, it's 99. It is at 99% on N1. That's the power setting for our climb. And let's try to maintain 300 knots indicated. Okay, already 21,000. It climbs pretty quick. Has some clouds here, but we should be okay. Can increase vertical speed a little bit more here. And I'm pretty sure the map there, it's a little bit of turbulence. We're going to be popping out of clouds pretty soon. So according to calculations, like I said, the climb we should be burning 735 pounds. Of course, there's all the fuel that we burned on startup and taxi. Oh, there you go. Should be good now. readjusting the power as we climb. The density decreases, so we need a little bit more power here. Bringing that VSI down to 2,000 feet per minute. We're almost there, 10,000 feet anyways. So if we maintain this rate of climb, it's five more minutes. And we should be there. Okay, we can flip right away to Seattle, the ILS, and we're gonna have to, I think for the approach, we should have Seattle VOR. Yeah, Seattle VOR will work. So let's, just real quick here, let's start, yeah, let's start setting up we're gonna talk about the approach too, but I just wanna set up real quick here. So on a 116.8, that will be Seattle VOR. And on this side, I'm on the localizer 1075. It should be India Bravo Echo Juliet, course 344. We are far. We are too far right now for the GTN to recognize the ILS, but it will work once we get a little bit closer. Turning the ident on VOR2 on here. We're, like I said, we are far, so we won't be able to get nothing right now, but bring the VSI down a little bit more, 1500. Since this is a short flight, we won't be cross-checking fuel burn and none of that of the OFP. What we're going to do is just going to check with the GTN, make sure that our endurance and everything looks good. Let's just settle down, reach our cruise altitude, and then we'll so it gets easier for the GTN to do all the calculations. Gets a little bit more precise, and once we reach 380, we'll check all that stuff. I don't want to start talking about the approach right now, or the arrival, just because we're getting close, and if something goes wrong here, it's not a good time. So once we reach cruise, we'll check VNav, check everything real quick. It's a pretty short, quick flight, so we don't have much time for just set up the temperature a little bit lower here. It is really unfortunate that we're gonna be missing the ATC, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, it got busy and I couldn't do it earlier. So there you go, we're just reaching Ropla, and onset will be our next waypoint, and that's going to be already in the US. That's our first waypoint in the American airspace. Actually, let me just double check here. I think we have onset on the arrival. If we have onset, yeah, no, we don't. It's okay. We just leave it lost. Lost will work too. Yeah, let's keep 1000. So short leg here. Just keep it on 1000. As long as we are roughly 220 indicated, we're good. Okay, there's the warning, 1000 to go. Check. We have 1000 feet, and we're gonna reach our cruise altitude. And the Rockies are gone. Well, almost. Okay, our cruise power setting will be 92.9, should be giving us 576 pounds per hour as a fuel flow and a true airspeed of 430. So we're going to be double checking those numbers once we settle down our cruise altitude here. There you go, 380. Bringing the power down. Just gonna zoom in, it's easier to read here. So we want 92.9 N1. There you go. That's close enough. That should be giving, like I said, 576 pounds per hour for each engine. We are close to 600. That's good. And we should be should have a true airspeed of 430. The true airspeed. Let's just wait a little bit, and then we'll check. What we can check right away is our fuel. So flight plan mode from here to Seattle. So yeah, we should, of course, we are good. I know we're good, but so we're gonna have a reserve of 1 hour and 48 minutes once we reach the runway there. The fuel that we'll have in our tanks is 3,345. Required from here 1,700. Our range is 1,262, and our endurance is 2 hours and 43 minutes. That's our endurance and range from here, from our present position. Regarding our true airspeed, yeah, we have a 455 true airspeed right now, and we calculated 430. So it's well, it's good. The more the better. The quicker we get there. Let's talk about our approach, arrival and approach real quick, because it's gonna get busy. There you go. Okay. So this is Seattle SeaTac Glasser 1 arrival. We're gonna be coming from onset. We won't be flying the Cranbrook VOR. So we're gonna be coming from onset. It's a big leg here, 101 miles. We have lost as a we set lost and Glasser or Glaze or whatever they call this. This is the beginning of our seed. There's a bunch of instructions for prop and turboprop and turbojets and landing north and landing south. It is a nightmare. What we want is, and if you're landing at the Boeing King County International Airport, which is just right beside SeaTac, we're going to be following turbojets, of course, landing north. So here at Jackson or Jackson, whatever they want to call, we have to be at 270 knots and not below 16,000. So we're definitely gonna be respecting this. I'm pretty sure there's traffic. All these people texting already is traffic. Guaranteed that they're all inbound or outbound Seattle. It's a busy area. So we're definitely gonna be, since we filed the seed, we're gonna be respecting any constraints, altitudes and speeds, or we'll try our best with the speed. But yeah. So anyways, so we have to keep an eye on this. 270 knots and not below 16,000. And then we're gonna be, of course, coming down here, hitting the last waypoint, and then it's gonna be vectored. But the last waypoint we have to be at 250 knots, cross and maintain 12,000. So we want to maintain 12 here. So we're gonna be descending to 12,000. And then we're gonna vector ourselves if there's no ATC once we get there. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna be shooting ILS runway 34 left. There you go. What we might do is we might use a sonder here as an initial approach fix. I'll think about it once we get there. We're gonna be maintaining 12,000 coming from the seed, from the start. Then we're gonna descend to 6,400. That's our MSA here on the east side here. And we're gonna hit. We're gonna go direct to sonder. We're gonna extend like the downwind here a little bit. Then we're gonna turn to sonder and descend to 6,000, and then we're just gonna follow the profile, the VNav here. So we're gonna be 6,000 at sonder, 5,000 at HiPro, 4,000 at Josta, 24 at our final approach fix, Jalen, and then we descend on the glide slope. The glide slope is standard 3 degrees. We should be maintaining 140 knots, so that's gonna give us a vertical speed of 743, and a time to the map. The missed approach point should be 2 minutes and 42. We're gonna be timing that. We won't be able to see, but I have a timer here. Our decision height is 200. MDA 579 for the ILS. And for the missed approach, we're gonna climb 900 feet, then climbing left turn on a heading of 300, which is this guy here. Outbound on the Seattle VOR on the radio 310 to cross Wexup on a DME 10, and at or above 3,000, then climb to 5,000. So we're gonna be setting the FCU to 5,000 for our missed once we intercept the glide slope. That's roughly what it is. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy, which is good. So we can set our decision height, should be 200 right away, but we can set our decision height to 200. And it is. Our decision height is set to 200. Pretty strong winds, as you can see, 98 knots coming from the north, northwest. That's why we are crabbing to the wind so we can fly straight. If we don't crab, we're gonna be blown off from our track here. So even though we wanted to be flying at 236, a heading of 236, we're actually flying a heading of 248, so 12 degrees to the right, so we can maintain a straight flight here, straight path. So you could be asking yourself why we are crabbing to the right here. Is just because of the winds are pretty strong. So that's that. Right on set. We're gonna be making a call pretty soon here. Like I said, this is a pretty busy area. Bigger guys are flying here, and we are pretty fast, much faster than they are. They are big, but we are fast. So that's not a good. That's not a good combination. So we want to make sure that everybody's aware, way ahead of time, to avoid any issues. Yeah, it's saying there. I'm just checking the overlay on the stream to make sure that everything's good. Saying 30 minutes. That's about right. Just give me 1 second here. Yes, I see someone's taking off runway 34 right. That's all traffic in Seattle, guaranteed. So, as expected, it's pretty busy there. We're gonna make sure that we make all our calls and everything. We don't want to be just want to set up the arrival here. So Glasser, and the approach will be ILS 34 left. Oh yes, I forgot to talk about the taxiing once we get there. So just going back here real quick. So we're gonna be laning 34 left. The reason why we want to lane 34 left is because we want to go to signature flight FBO, which is right here. So 34 left will be much easier for us, and we'll stay away from the terminal and from all the heavy guys. They're all going to be using 34 right here for takeoff and landing. So with us staying away on 34 left, nobody's going to be using this. We're going to have the runway just for us, and all the taxiways here are going to be free. So we won't have to deal with traffic. So basically, we're gonna try to exit at Juliet, or even, yeah, Juliet should be good. So we're gonna exit on Juliet and turn right on Tango and taxi at the FBO here. That's one of the reasons why we are using 34 left. We need a landing distance of 2100 and fuel. Is that what it is? Let me just make sure. Sounds looks pretty low. Yes, landing distance 2100, and landing field length will be 3510. Yeah, so we need 3500 feet runway, or 3500 foot runway to land, and we have 8500 on 34 left. We're pretty light. We're not carrying too much fuel. It's a short flight, so the runway shouldn't be a concern. The only thing that we have to be careful here is this will be easier. Once we get here to vector ourselves, everybody's going to be landing 34 right. So we want to make sure that we go around and we see all this traffic coming on final here. We want to be able to go around, cross final on 34 right, so we can shoot final on 34 left here. That's the only time that we have to be careful, because there's going to be people, there's going to be traffic on a final for 34 right, and we have to cross. It would be nice if you could go this way. Actually, we can. Yeah, but then we're going to be crossing departures. I'd rather cross arrival than departure. Yeah, we're gonna go 163 and do the circuit here. Turn right base and right final for 3-4 left. Okay, so that's that. One important thing then is to make sure that we're gonna respect this constraint. So let's take a look at our VNav here. Oh, I hate when I do that. There we go. So our VNav here, he's saying 16, not below 16, which is good, and we want a path, an FPA of minus 3 degrees. That's going to give us a vertical speed right now of 2500. And time to top of descent will be 32 minutes, so we should be starting our descent in half an hour. Just want to make sure that VNav was set properly. And just going back to the plate, to the start there. We want 16, yeah, because we are turbojets landing north. So yeah, we want 16,000. So yeah, that makes sense. That's the correct altitude restriction or constraint. Just want to make sure that we're gonna maintain 270. We won't be able to maintain 270. We don't have auto throttle on this plane, so but we're gonna try our best to maintain that the speeds. That's that. Oh, there you go. This should be that should be Seattle VOR. Yeah, that's Seattle VOR. So we got Seattle VOR identified. We just need the ILS, the localizer at the end. So here we have the DME. It's 194 DME to the VOR. 24.4 minutes left. That was an interesting. That was interesting. Anyways, so yeah, 23 minutes to the VOR, and our ground speed is 474. We don't actually need that information because we have our ground speed in our Garmin unit there. Oh yeah, so 188 DME. Or 188 miles from the VOR. On a commercial flight, we would have this, of course, this door closed for cruise, but since this is it's a private flight, a private operation, we're just gonna leave it open. There you go, past onset. We can make a call, even though we're pretty far. Yeah, let's just wait until we got to lost there, and then we'll call it. We can even on a flight plan here. Delete now this glacier. And have just double checking. Onset, loss, cruiser, and glacier. Yep. That looks about right. So yeah. Yeah, lots of traffic right now. Oh, still. It was busy earlier too, also when we're doing our calculations. So we can see now our TOD, our top of descent, showing up on our movie map. It's gonna be just before cruiser. So we wanna be ready to start our descent a little bit before that. Set the plane ready. And we should be making a call just before. We'll make the one call for reaching cruiser, the arrival, and the top of descent at the same time, just to save time. Let me see how long do we have to top of descent. Should be 7-8 minutes. Yeah, 7:19. We're almost there. Everything's looking good. Just too bad that we have to jump to the co-pilot seat here to be able to look at the oil temperature and pressure, and the tanks too. Yeah, everything's looking good. The cabin pressurization looks good. One quick check that we can do here. We are just well, halfway between onset and cruiser, according to our flight plan. Let me check here. $3.8, $2.2 for fuel. Is that what it is? Yeah. So yeah, 3.8, 2.2, but that was on an at onset. Is that what I have here? Yeah. So at onset we're supposed to have burnt 2.2. Since we're past onset, we are now at 2.5. That makes sense. It's looking good. We know that we're okay because we checked the fuel prediction on the GTN, but it's always good to check different sources and cross-check numbers and make sure we are safe. And of course, just because we left the area there, now Calgary is online, Edmonton Center is online, everybody's online. It always happens. That always happens with me. As soon as I leave a region, everybody shows up. Well, hopefully Seattle will be online. Portland is online. Hopefully we'll have Seattle online before we get there. Because, yeah, that will make our life much easier. Just want to double check some weather product maps here. Just want to check for icing, make sure that we're good here on our descent. Make sure that we don't need anti-ice. Yeah, there's nothing showing up here. We should be good. There's just a turbulence a warning here. An active turbulence warning for the region, but we're good. Okay, we're almost there. Let's do our preparations for our descent. Pressure and temperature. So temperature is set. Let me check altimeter setting. Since there's no ETC, we're gonna have to check on our phone. So altimeter setting for Seattle is 3052. So we can set 3052. There we go. And elevation there is 432. So you can set there 500 is good. So that's that. The doors we're gonna just keep it open. Anti-icing we're good. We don't need. We're gonna set our altimeter once we reach transition level. Exterior lights for now we're good, and seat belts and no smoking we're good for now. We'll set the lights and the warnings once we reach 20,000. We already talked about our approach, so we're good. We are right now what? Oh, I don't have a distance to. Oh yeah, I do have.
Vertical track.
There we go, that's our warning. 1 minute to top of descent. And for our descent, we want 77% in one until we reach 26,000 feet and then 550 pounds per hour. That's how we're gonna set. So as usual, going down, power first, then attitude, then tree. Yeah, we can start. Let's bring the power down. There you go. Okay, then we should make a call. Seattle traffic, good evening. Falcon 50. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet inbound for landing. We're going to be flying the Glacier 1 arrival for the ILS runway 34 left. We are right now leaving flight level 310 to 16,000. Any traffic inbound Seattle-Tacoma, please advise. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, thank you very much. Okay. For our approach, our VREF will be 104, so we can take care of this right now. Oop. And of course, we're gonna maintain 140, and then fly VREF plus 10 on short final. Or anyone for the approach. Let me check here. Our estimated landing weight should be at 23.5, so let's call it 24. So anyone should be 68% on the approach. Let's reduce our rate of descent here a little bit. Let's bring it back to 2,500 feet per minute. Okay, reaching 20. Seatbelts. Landing light. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'll go slower and I'll explain a little bit more when we have on the longer legs. It's just because this is pretty quick. There's a lot to be done in not in a very short amount of time. On top of that, it's Sunday and there's lots of traffic, so I want to make sure that we don't blow anything here and create issues with other people. But we'll have longer legs. It's gonna make it easier on to explain and even relax a little bit more. Yeah, it's pretty stressful. Single pilot is single pilot on simulator here is it's way more stressful than in real life. It's a lot to be done, and it's not as easy as moving your head and your hands, right? Have to move the mouse, and it is it's complicated. Takes longer to get something done. And I talk too much. That doesn't help. That I talk too much and get distracted. Okay, reaching 18,000. Let's get our altimeter setting for Seattle 3052. So we can set right now. Pretty high pressure too. And we have to keep an eye on our speed and altitude constraints now. So let's call this Jackson waypoint. So we know we have a constraint of not below 16,000 at Jackson. And also we want to be at 270. So what we can do here is bring our air brakes. There's a confirmation. There's our transition altitude alert, 3055. 3055 is where we are right now, but we can set 3052 Seattle Airport. Okay, so yeah, so there's a speed brake. It's gonna hold us down here. Can bring the power down a little bit more. We can go down up to 70%. And we're gonna make another call at Jackson there. I wonder what the flight plan says, what the database says regarding the arrival. So he says 207. (163). Okay, he's telling us to go, yeah, to stay to the east. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And now it's gonna be a game of using speed brake to keep our speed down, and then retracting and bringing it down again. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain. Okay, so that's Jackson. Next one is not above 14, and then we have cross and maintain at 12. So we can set up 12 right away. So Woody has not above 14, and the next waypoint, Heather, let's call her Heather, has maintain 12,000 and 250 knots. Seattle-Tacoma traffic, Falcon 50, Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet. Just over Jackson here on the Glasser 1 arrival for the ILS, runway 34 left, leaving 3000 to 2000. We're gonna be descending on the star. Any traffic inbound Seattle-Tacoma, please advise. Golf Oscar, Foxtrot Juliet. Thank you very much. And see, talking, I made a mistake here. Already talking too much. Already talking too much. I should have, yeah, I should have set 11, not 10. It's okay. We'll go 10. Oh, yeah, and we crashed. And that should be the localizer, probably. But the other side, I don't think this is the right side. Okay. So yeah, see, we should have kept 12,000 and we blew it. We are down to 10. Got too distracted. Turn this off. So yeah, what we're gonna set here is 163 right away on the heading. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. So just we're gonna set 163, which is gonna be our heading past header there, which is should be a vector. So it should be ATC telling us where to go. There's no published procedure. But since there's no ATC, we're gonna vector ourselves. So the idea is here, we're just gonna follow this 163 all the way down here, and then we're gonna turn right base and right final for the 3-4 left. That's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna be vectoring ourselves unless ATC shows up here before we turn final. So yeah, we're gonna maintain 250 here. Do our best to maintain 250. There you go. So what we're gonna do is change from GPS mode to lock or nav, and switch from nav here on the autopilot to heading. So we can do this right away. So now we're following heading. We're not following the GPS anymore, and we can set up the RMI. So 344 will be our course. There you go. Set. Let's slow down now, and we can activate vectors to final. There you go. And we can go down to 6.4. Actually, you can go down to 5. Depends on how far we want to go. If we're going to high pro there, it can be 5. So might as well. Seattle traffic, Falcon 50 Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet on right downwind for ILS runway 34 left. We're leaving 8,900 to 5,000. Any traffic inbound Seattle-Tacoma, please advise. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, thank you.
Seattle traffic, Boeing 739, taxiing via Bravo for runway 34 right, Seattle traffic.
Let's see if we can get localizer now. Yeah, that's the one. Very good. Okay, 68, 18 to go. And then we'll turn right base and right final for the ILS here. And we want to be at 5,000 once we cross high pro here. I just want to establish at 5,000. Then we're going to bring. We have slats already. We're going to bring flaps to 20. I just want to.
Field traffic, .com 4293 is over ASCA, 12,000 runway.
Yeah, there's the traffic. Okay, give a little bit of power here so we can level off. Yeah, that traffic, I'm not too sure where he is. And I want to cross now.
Seattle traffic, guys, are 0 position start from stand 0.
Yeah. I have no idea what he said. But we're gonna make our call, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's do our briefing real quick.
Seattle traffic, Delta 772. Seattle traffic, taxi 34 right via Bravo.
Okay, bugs are all set. Fuel transfer we didn't use. Everything's set properly. Anti-icing off. Altimeter is set. Brakes number 1 on. Standby pump on. Avionics is set. And we're just gonna turn right base here. Bridgestone. And make the call, of course. Seattle traffic, Falcon 50 Golf, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, turning right base for the ILS 34 left. Seattle Golf, Oscar Foxtrot Juliet. So yeah, like I said, we are vectoring ourselves. Unfortunately, there's no ATC, but let's bring flaps 20 right away.
Seattle traffic.
Fieldtraffic.com, our correction going field traffic.com 4293 is passing over CTAC 7000.
Seattle traffic, Boeing 73900 lining up runway 34 right for departure. Seattle traffic.
There you go. Seattle traffic, Falcon 50 Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, right long final, 34 left, Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Seattle. There you go. 19 miles.
Seattle traffic, Boeing 73900, taking off runway 34 right, Seattle traffic.
Boeing field traffic.com 4293 is turning base runway 32 left.
And that was a good idea of using 34 left. We don't have to worry about any traffic. They're all using 34 right. Okay, before landing, let's just do the stall 1 and stall 2 test here. Good.
Field traffic dock on 4293 starting a 10-mile final for runway 32 left on field.
Traffic, either fixated or right.
Seattle traffic, Falcon 50 Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, 12 miles final, 34 left. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Seattle.
Seattle traffic, Delta 772, clear takeoff 34 right.
Seattle traffic, Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, 5 miles final, 34 left. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Seattle. Okay.
Field traffic dock on 4293 is short final for 32 left on field.
Autopilot.
So autopilot is off. And we want 5,000 here. Taxi light is on.
Approaching. 1,000. 4 left. $900. 800. 700. 600. 500. Flight slow. Flight slow. 400. Flight slow. 100. Flight slow. Minimum.
Continue.
100. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Reversers. There we go. Exactly where we wanted, Juliet.
Center traffic, ICR 680, lining up runway 34 right.
Seattle traffic, Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, clear 34 left at Juliet. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Seattle.
Okay, traffic, DOCOM 4293 is rolling to the end and clearing 14 right, black now.
That's it. Just clean up here real quick. In Seattle traffic, Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet will be taxiing to the signature flight FBO via Juliet right on Tango. Golf Oscar Foxtrot Juliet, Seattle. Okay, so it's a right on Tango here, and we go all the way down.
Seattle traffic, ICR 680, departing runway right.
Oh, someone is departing here on 34 right. Oh, there he is. Whoop. We don't need this anymore. How was that? There's the terminal. There's a delta there. And that's the FBO where we're gonna be parking. I just need to figure out how we get there. We'll be right here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, engine shut down. Parking brake and intermediate. Dome lights. Okay, yeah, sure. GPS off. Oh, GPS, we have to turn avionics. Weather radar off. Avionics master off. I'm not gonna bother making a call here. TCAS and ATC stand by. Caged on the horizon here. Engine computers, I think we're already, no, we haven't. Off. Booster and transfer pumps off. Inverters off. APU we don't need. Main bus tie back to normal. Bus C and D isolated. And batteries off. And this is it. We've made it. We made it to Seattle. That's our first leg. It was a little bit, it wasn't the best. A little bit rusty on a simulator here. But ended up, well, I'm glad that we didn't have like some crazy traffic here. There was some traffic, but nothing too crazy. So that helped. Actually, should put the get it ready for our overnight stay here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for talking too much as usual. Sorry for the small mistakes. And our next leg in this tour should be our next destination should be where are you going? I forgot. Let me check here. I'm pretty sure it's San Francisco, but I just want to double check. Make sure I got it right here. Yes, San Francisco. So yeah, our next destination should be San Francisco. It's a flight that should take us 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Not a long flight either. And it should be fun. We'll see. Hopefully we'll have ATC. I'm going to try my best to fly this when it's busy here. When there's ATC too. But we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much as usual. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the VOD. Like I said, sorry about those small mistakes and lack of concentration sometimes. Talking too much, I get too distracted. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a good day or a night, depending on when you're watching. And I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please stay safe and enjoy your week or weekend. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.